My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe knows South Lake. Welcome, and happy Wednesday. That's right. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and I am so excited I can barely contain myself. Do you know I am into me some Turkey Day? I got to get me some turkey. How about you, Jay? You down with the Turkey Day?
I love a good Turkey Day, Joe.
I'm telling you what.
I'm not Joe. Hold on, wait. There we go. I love Turkey Day. It's, what is it, Thanksgiving Eve today?
Thanksgiving Eve, that's right. I'll be helping Miss Pat prepare the house. We got a couple of the kids coming up. I think we're meeting a new boyfriend. I'm really happy about that. You know, it's the first guy my daughter ever brought home. That's big in our family because she's in her 20s. As well as we have decided to partner with our neighbors who also have a smaller family this time around. So there's going to be like 15 of us, 2 families together. I think that's kind of the nature of Thanksgiving, isn't it? And we're going to talk about that a little bit in a minute during Cup of Joe. But I'm really excited. You know, Miss Pat has to go out and actually she buys special stuff so I can enjoy leftovers properly. You know, I have a special Joe turkey sandwich for the leftovers. It's got turkey and stuffing. I make the stuffing in a loaf pan so I can cut it for sandwiches. Is that crazy?
Yes.
What's your favorite part, Jay?
I like turkey. Turkey is my favorite. My wife makes an amazing green bean casserole, though, that I could probably eat an entire tray of it just on my own.
Wow.
It's amazing.
She's got some skills?
Oh, it's delicious. It's a family recipe handed down generation. So it's fantastic.
Okay, so is she using? Is she doing it from scratch? Using the mushroom soup and all that?
No, it's from scratch. It's amazing.
From scratch. Does she use the fresh green beans or frozen or what?
I think it's the French cut green beans. Which is my other favorite. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Now a lot of people in my family, they're into the pies. I'm just not into the pies. Are okay, but I could live without the pies. You know, I'm a pie. Yes, pie. No, maybe. I don't care. You know, probably because I'm not that much into pumpkin. It's good every now and then, but I'm not really a big fan. Okay, what do we got for you today? Well, today we're going to talk about jukeboxes and French toast. We're going to talk about Decoration Defiance. This is very important to tune in for. On Cup of Joe, we're going to wrap up our Thanksgiving thankfulness theme today. And we're going to be joined with a very special guest, Kim Whittaker from Pampered Present. Kim is a certified gift specialist, gift design specialist, and she's going to talk to us some tips about gift giving for that person who's hard to give, how to give the best gift, and then we're going to talk a little bit about business gifting because it's the end of the year and you really should be thinking about that. And so we're going to hear from our family of sponsors, and when we get back, we're going to get started. I'll see you in a minute.
50 West, pre-leasing now in Claremont. A first-of-its-kind commercial development in the Southeast. Contact us today to reserve your spot in this historic development. 50 West, unique, quality, Class A. For more information on leasing, contact Ashley Punn at 407-403-4165. Karen Arlano at 407-948-0767. Or visit lease at 50west.com.
Hi, I'm Stephanie with your CBD store Claremont. We just wanted to get you excited for our Black Friday deals that are coming up. we're going to be giving away a free gift for every purchase made in the store on Black Friday. Tune into our Facebook page on Thursday for more exciting Black Friday deals.
Burgerum, located in the Epic Theater shopping plaza on Highway 27, is the premier destination for gourmet burgers. Using only the freshest ingredients, Burgerum offers a variety of burgers, salads, wings, and a whole lot more. Beef, chicken, lamb, fish, and even veggie. Burgerum has something for everyone, no matter your dietary preference. Burgerum, millions of possibilities, endless combinations.
Hello, I'm Mary Rhodes with the mortgage firm, your local mortgage lender. I've helped thousands of families achieve the dream of homeownership in Lake County, and I would love to help you. Please read our reviews and visit us at mortgagefirmpros.com.
I love hearing from our family of sponsors. When I think of my gratitude this week, they are top of my list. Look, if your new year is coming, you're thinking of getting a house, call Mary Rhodes at the mortgage firm. She can help you figure out what your budget is. You're going out Black Friday shopping. You got to get by Burgerum. They got some great burgers, great prices, a good little way to continue your day. Go do your morning thing, catch some lunch there, then go on. And finally, your CBD store is having a Black Friday sale this weekend only while supplies last. They are giving away a free gift with every purchase. I'm sure they have other sales going on. Get yourself out there, right off of 455, just off of 50, across from the Publix, out there on just west of Magnolia Point. So you should get out there and use these people. They're good at what they do. That's the only reason they're here. And the orthodontics, but I couldn't think of a Black Friday thing to tie them in. I want to talk about modern orthodontics a little later. Maybe I can get them on the show to talk a little bit about dental health and kind of what they do. So we'll be looking forward to that. All right, let's get started. Jukeboxes and French toast. It is actually National Jukebox Day. In all honesty, I wrote it down because it is National Jukebox Day, but it's boring. So I'm not going to talk about jukeboxes. I am going to talk about French toast. Because tomorrow is French Toast Day. And I don't know why somebody would make French Toast Day on Thanksgiving Day. Let me tell you what, the last thing my wife wants to be doing is making some French toast on the day she's preparing a Thanksgiving meal. I thought this was quite ironic. I gotta wonder for myself what people are thinking. Do they think ahead when they plan out these national days? I want to have this national... French Toast Day should be later. Should be on a day, maybe on Christmas Day or something. But on Thanksgiving Day, I don't know about you, but most of the people I know that are cooking the Thanksgiving meal, if I asked them for French toast for breakfast, they'd hit me with a pan. I know I'd hit somebody, but I'd throw something at you. I don't know, my wife would. And speaking of wives throwing things at you, we have an important announcement to make. We had a very important conversation yesterday about the proper time and timing of decorating for Christmas. And my wife, in complete defiance, did this. Go ahead, Jay. She put this up while we were doing the show. And it was sitting there. She actually put a comment up on Facebook. This is straight up Christmas decorating defiance. Of course, I'm not stupid, so I didn't say a word other than, oh, it looks nice. Is it going to stay there for Thanksgiving? Well, it's up. It's not coming down, so I guess I'm just going to deal with it. How about you? Any of the rest of you in decoration defiance? Got anybody in your family in decoration defiance, Jay?
My wife normally, she sticks to a pretty rigid schedule in regards to her decorating and when she puts things up, but I can expect an overload of whatever the occasion is for the holidays. So I know that Christmas is just around the corner, so we'll have plenty of Christmas decorations. I would say it's imminent, big time.
Imminent. Now, when Patty and I were in the bigger house, we used to do the same thing. She had stuff she had purchased for certain places, and we gotten rid of a lot of it. I was one of those guys with the yard full. You could literally entertain yourself for 10 or 15 minutes just looking at my front yard. This year's a little different because we downsized, so we are being a little more select because we have less space. It would be easy to overwhelm, although it has forced me to go through some boxes I've been tripping on since January and realized I hadn't opened them, so maybe I didn't need half the stuff in those boxes. So that's been a good thing. So now the house is ready to decorate. I can't wait to see what she does. And by the way, I love my wife. She is the darndest. There's something about actually that defiance itself that, just kind of melts my butter. Just she's my gal. Knows where she can push my buttons and loves to do it too. Okay, and we also spent, when I got home, a good part of the afternoon watching Hallmark Christmas movies, which we will have an entire episode about, an entire segment about at some point in the coming weeks. Cup of Joe. Did you know Thanksgiving is a uniquely American holiday? It's actually, and it wasn't codified really until the 1800s, but Thanksgiving in and of itself is a uniquely American concept. As a nation, we have, particularly in the early part of our history, had days of prayer and fasting and thanksgiving to be grateful for all that we have. I wonder too if that might be some of the reason that we enjoy all the blessings that we have, is because we're grateful for them. My actual admonition to you today would be aware of where you live. Our politics, if you turn on the news, it'll make you sick. I mean, you get tired of it within 5 minutes, right? It's all the politics and the divisiveness, and whatever side of the aisle you're on, you might think the other side is an idiot, because it's hard to believe that the other side believes the things that you just see as common sense. But here's my take. That's part of being American. You live in a place unlike any other place in the entire world in the history of mankind. Nowhere else do people enjoy the blessings that we have. Even in our bad times, we eat. My biggest problem is eating too much. There are still places in the world where finding enough to eat today, not for dinner, not having 3 meals, finding enough for today is still a struggle. There are places in the world that children eat 2 or 3 times a week, and we don't live in that place. Today and tomorrow, as you go about your day and you start to look at Black Friday when it's over, keep in mind somewhere a constant level of gratitude. Thanksgiving is something that doesn't just have to happen on Thanksgiving Day, on the 4th Thursday in November. Thanksgiving should be part of your daily life. It should be part of how you go about things. And I will tell you, even as you face the challenges of life, when you get a bad report from the doctor or you get a bad financial turn, being grateful for what you have, what you still have, will help carry you through the fight to overcome the challenges you see. Do not miss everything that is in front of you. Yesterday we talked about all you are about to receive. How about being thankful for everything that's in front of you? And the most important thing to be thankful for, the people in your life. Miss Pat may playfully be defiant every now and then, but the truth is she was created for me. I was created for her. I cannot imagine my life with anybody other than her because I'm grateful for her. She stuck with me when other women should have kicked me to the curb, and I'm grateful for that. My kids have a great relationship with me, and they're all amazing people, and I'm grateful for that because I was an awful dad for a very long time. They should hate me and resent me, but they don't, and I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for my broker, Darlene and Steve Miziano, who bought me a rising desk to help me with my back. I just showed up in the office the other day, and it was sitting there. just because they love me and they want me to have an easier time of it. Not because I'm a great producer, not because I'm the best employee, but because they love me. Jay gives me opportunities and teaches me things every day. Be grateful for the people in your life. And if you are grateful for the people in your life, you will find that the challenges of life are not as challenging and are fewer and far between. All right, that's enough about thankfulness for today. I think you've gotten the idea. We're going to hear from our family of sponsors again. And when we get back, we're going to be joined by my dear friend, Kim Whittaker of Pampered Presents. Her site is up right now. She's going to give us some tips, tricks, and hints for gifting this coming season, for finding gifts with Black Friday right around the corner. And we're going to talk about the importance of business gifting. So really important segment with Christmas right around the corner. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of having drugs or alcohol ruin your life? Do you need to get off pain pills but still maintain pain relief? My office in Tavares has programs to help you. While not covered by insurance, program fees are affordable. My name is Alan Zupkin. I'm board certified and have helped thousands of patients achieve these goals. Please call me for further information.
Welcome to Erica's Tea Room. Located in the heart of downtown Claremont, this specialty tea shop offers a traditional high tea experience that can be enjoyed with family and friends. While here, you can choose from over 100 teas from all over the world, and a multitude of teapots are available for purchase. Join us for lunch or choose from one of our special evening events. Call to make a reservation. Erica's Tea Room, making memories with every cup.
Hello, my name is Michael Singh with Singh Insurance and Financial Services. Our goal is to build trust based on a clear understanding of how your insurance policy protects you, your family, and even your business. When was the last time you took a good hard look at your insurance coverage? Would you be open to the possibility of reviewing your policy with me? One review of your policy can save you valuable time and money. Call me today to set up a review of what may be available to you.
50 West now pre-leasing 28,900 square feet of commercial, professional office space in Claremont. Conveniently located on Highway 50, less than 2 miles from the Turnpike. A first of its kind in the Southeast, this pristine building creates the perfect blend of nature and modern design. If you seek a high-level image that matches your business, reserve your space today. 50 West, unique, quality, Class A. For more information on leasing, contact Ashley Pun at 407-403-4165. Aaron Arlano at 407-948-0767. Or visit lease@50west.com.
Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors. And welcome back. Oh man, always so good to hear from our family of sponsors. We are joined by Kim Whittaker of Pampered Present, founder and CEO. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. Kim actually did me a real solid. We were a little short today on a guest, scheduling conflict, and she agreed to come on. I've actually sat down with Kim for, I think we sat down once for an hour. We ended up talking for like 4 hours.
We did.
You know,
yeah.
It was a long time. Her and her husband, Mike, great people. So Kim, let me give you her bona fides. Kim is the owner and founder of Pampered Present. She is a certified gift designer. She was in the customer care. She worked for GM, General Motors, for 25 years. Part of her duties there was customer care. She is the proud wife of Mike and the mom of Jordan, an adult, amazing human being. Yes. She's done a great job as a mom. But her business is somewhat unique in that we have all of these gifts that you see are put out by her. So we're going to talk about the business side of this in a minute. Right now, how did you get started into gifting, Kim?
Well, one of my love languages, and I don't know who out there is familiar with the 5 love languages, but one of them is gifting. And they have a preconception that means that you're materialistic, which is not the truth. The truth is it's the thoughtfulness behind a gift or an act of service. It's that thoughtfulness that touches you. So my whole life, that's been a big thing for me. And then through my corporate career, I was able to see where lack of recognition and that lack of thoughtfulness really can have a negative effect on people. And that really made me take a step back and look at what I was doing with my life. Was I happy there? Was that the environment I wanted to be in? And I decided that I would rather create a positive environment for those people than actually just be sitting back and being affected by that.
Now, was that when you say you saw the negative effect?
Yes.
Did you see the negative effect on you, or just on the people you were working with, or the customers that you had? When you say negative effect, what do you mean by that?
That's a great question. Personally, I saw the negative effect in the way that I'm a hard worker and I have a very strong work ethic, and so did a lot of my coworkers. And basically team players that would do anything for everyone to make our company succeed, to make our division succeed. And we weren't recognized for that hard work. And it's true what people say, that people don't generally quit a job. They don't quit because they have to work hard. They quit because they're not valued. And so I saw that personally and felt that personally. And also I saw, loss of clients, loss of revenue due to the fact that clients weren't appreciated. They didn't feel appreciated, that they didn't feel that they were, important enough to continue to do business. We tend to want to do business with people that value us.
Right.
So I did see both sides of that in my corporate career.
Okay, so you see this need, and you comes to a place where you decide to make a change.
Yes.
Okay, did you go right into the gifting business, or did you say when you left, did you know that's what you want to do? Or did you take a little while to figure it out?
It took me a little while, but I think it was a process over time. I've always been a creative, so I've always enjoyed doing things. I'm a certified floral designer as well, so design has always been very important to me. Gifting just kind of naturally went in with my aesthetic and what I like. When I left the corporate world, part of it was because I didn't feel appreciated. So when I sat back and said, okay, Kim, what do you want to do? What's going to make you happy? That was a natural hole that I wanted to fill. So that naturally I went into that. So yeah, this is where I landed for now, and it can change. It can evolve into other things as well, but appreciation and gifting is a very big thing.
So certified gift designer, that's such a unique thing. Did you, I want to ask, did you do that, just really quickly, did you do that because you were going into business, or was it something you did before you started a business?
Well, it's something that I did when I went into business because I wanted to make sure that I had the qualifications and that I had the right mindset going forward to help the people that I am helping
So
properly.
that sounds totally cool, being a certified gift designer.
Right.
What is that process? What does that take?
It's funny because
How
people,
do you become
right,
one?
people don't even realize that you can be certified. And they don't realize that there's a National Gift Basket Association that's run by a very, very wonderful woman, Debbie Quintana, which has helped me immensely. And we have conventions every year. We have classes every week. We have meetings and coaching and things like that. So when I went into this, I was lucky enough to find Debbie, and it's a written test that you have to understand design and you have to understand how things go together and what makes it aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Just like with food, we see, first, and that's what gets us into it. And then there's a practical test that I went to Arizona and took, and that basically they gave you a bunch of stuff and said, do this design. And so you have a certain amount of time that you can put that together. And then we also take classes on, bow making and personalization and presentation and things like that.
Okay, I want to get into a little bit, delve into gift baskets a little bit, but I want to do that a little bit later. I'd like you to be able to give the folks a little idea of, this time of year, there's people in our life, it's easy. I've got some boxes in my head that's, yep, I know what he gets, I know what she gets, I know what she gets, because I know these people well. They're very easily. What about those people that are harder to give for, you know. Can you give us a little, I don't know, tip or how to figure out what to give?
Sure. We all have those people in our lives. I mean, every one of us has that one person that we get to them on the list. We leave them for the last minute because we don't know what we're going to do.
About it,
right, exactly. But when you take a step back, gifting should be very personal. If you're not going to put thought into it, it's better really not to do it at all because it can have an adverse effect on what you're trying to do. But everybody has something that makes them unique, something that makes them special. And right now, what's very popular is experience. So take a step back and think about that person. I might think, are they entertaining people for the holiday? One thing you might want to consider is putting together a guest basket for their bathroom or for their guest room that has little things for their guests to use or that they might have forgotten, and put that together for them and have them set that out. So it's not necessarily a gift for that person, but it's a helpful thing for that person to have. Is that person, do they love their grandkids? You know, are they just, is that a big part of their life? Well, maybe put an activity basket together that has things and activities for them to do with their grandkids. You know, stuff that is an experience, and it doesn't have to necessarily be specifically for that person to use on themselves. It could be just something that they can use to make their life more enriched and something that, you know, creates memories for them.
So a friend of mine actually gave me this idea. They said, you know, if you have somebody who's really hard, friend them on Facebook and creep on them on Facebook a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, because that'll give you, if you go through their feed, you can pretty much get an idea of what they're into. You know, to that, you said that thing about it being personal. I can remember one of the most memorable gifts that I've ever gotten was a wedding gift from a girl I wasn't terribly close to, but her name was Barbara. I remember that. And amongst all of the gifts that my wife and I got, she got us this cute little incense burner. And it was like a little dragon, but it was so me.
Right.
You know, that it was like, in spite of everything else, it's the one thing I remember as a wedding present, you know, because it just stood out to be that thing that my wife and I ended up using quite a bit. It was just sat perfectly on that show. It was that perfect gift because she knew she took the time to figure out who we were.
Exactly, and that is what it's about.
So we talked about what to give. How should you give something? I mean, is there a way to make it personal? Should you just throw it in a box and put a name on it?
Please don't just throw it in a box. That is not the way to give. Part of the gift giving is the presentation itself. And personalization is big right now. It's always big. People love to see their names. They love to see their names on things and in things. They love an unboxing experience. So one of the things that we have that's very popular right now are gifts that come in a box. The box itself can be personalized. This is just an example of one of them, a small one. But with given enough time, you can personalize the box with whatever you want on the box. But then also it's the opening of the box, and it's the tissue paper and the way it's folded, and you know, put a little note in there. Put your favorite verse. Put something. Add those little touches to it that you wouldn't think. Yes, you can just put a bow on it and make sure it's a pretty bow, but you can put a bow on it and call it good. But think about something a little unique that's going to make them really feel the gift when they open it. Like I said, whether it's just a little note handwritten, a verse, you know, that you like, a quote that you like. And most of the gifts that I send out, I have a little card that has the Maya Angelou verse on it about people won't remember what you said or what you did, but they will remember how you made them feel. Yeah, so I try to keep that in mind when I create the gifts.
You know, and that's a great segue into my next question is when to give. When is the time to give?
There's never a bad time to give a gift. I'll tell you that right now. But people do get in a rut where they look at the major holidays and major events in someone's life, and that's when they tend to give. And I know that it takes a little effort because we're all busy and we all have families. But if you really want your gifting to be meaningful, take a step back, make a little bit of time to think about these people, and don't necessarily fall into the trap of Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas. Christmas is coming up. Of course, it's known for gift giving. So maybe with everyone getting so many gifts and so much going on, you don't feel like your gift is going to be special enough or stand out, or you just don't have the time to do it. And that's fine. Make a point to send them a New Year's gift to celebrate the upcoming year. Or I think I mentioned to you before, we had a client that did a break your resolution gift.
Yeah.
So they sent it into January, and, it had a bunch of goodies, and, it was kind of, a funny little way to say, we're thinking of you.
As you're saying this, I'm thinking this could be a good way to lighten up the budget and the stress.
True.
Because, I can think of people in my life that maybe aren't a have-to. I mean, there are have-tos for Christmas.
Right.
Right? But there are people in my life that I would like to make special, but, if you could cut 10 of those people off that list and give them something in January, you're working on a different budget and you're not so stressed. You can focus on those people that are have to. I hate to say top of the list, bottom of the list, but there are people that are important in your life that you can recognize later on.
Correct.
And they'll feel much more important because you won't be in the glut of things. And we were talking, I do this when I give out closing gifts. I prefer to give a closing gift 4 to 6 weeks after I close with a customer than at the time, because at the time they're thinking, I got to get my keys, I got to get my electric, I got to turn on the water, I got to get the truck. When it comes 4 to 6 weeks later, now they're focused on Joe and what the gift was, and they feel more special.
Exactly.
Hey, look, we're going to hear from our sponsors, and when we get back, Kim actually is owner of the Pampered Present. She has quite a few things that she does. We're going to talk about some of her programs, some of the importance of business gifting, and what the differences in business gifting are. We'll see you in a few minutes. Come right back. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors.
Hi, I'm Stephanie with your CBD store Claremont. We just wanted to get you excited for our Black Friday deals that are coming up. We're going to be giving away a free gift for every purchase made in the store on Black Friday. Tune into our Facebook page on Thursday for more exciting Black Friday deals.
West, now pre-leasing 28,900 square feet of commercial, professional office space in Claremont. Conveniently located on Highway 50, less than 2 miles from the Turnpike. A first of its kind in the Southeast, this pristine building creates the perfect blend of nature and modern design. If you seek a high-level image that matches your business, reserve your space today. 50 West, unique, quality, Class A. For more information on leasing, contact Ashley Punn at 407-403-4165. Karen Arlano at 407-948-0767. Or visit lease@50west.com.
Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors. Welcome back, and we have with us today Kim Whittaker from the Pampered Present. Just filled us in on some great tips about buying gifts for the people in your life and how and when to give. But Kim owns a business called the Pampered Present. And she does quite a few things. As a matter of fact, everything you see here is a sample of what she does. She actually talked in the last segment about personalizing a gift, and she was so sweet to bring us something here in the studio. And I don't know if you can see this, but it has our logo on it. And I thought that was pretty cool, since Kim and I scheduled this interview on Monday, which means she turned that around in less than 2 days. So that was really impressive to me. And she's right. To see the logo on it, it made it more special. It was more personalized. Kim, tell us what business gifting is.
Okay. That's something that's very close to my heart. from what we said previously, being in the corporate world. But there is a certain dynamic, just like there's a sales cycle that people use to sell. There's a certain thing. There's, the pre-meeting, and then there's the meeting, and then you give a quote, and you give, you hope to get the business and all that. Gifting fits in every stage of that. On my website, if you go to pamperedpresident.com, there's a whole business gifting section that goes through that cycle. And
we can actually, I don't want to interrupt, but we can bring that up so you can direct us through it. Right over your shoulder there, you were telling us where to go.
Yes, go to business gifting. It should be up on top. And I don't have my glasses on, so it's hard for me to see. Yep, click on that. And then if you go down to the bottom, it should say our catalog. It's in bold right above the pictures. Yep. And that will bring up the catalog, and anybody can access that if they go to my website. And then if you scroll through the catalog, go to the next page, and then one more.
Oh, that's cool.
And there on the left is the sales cycle, and that will tell you where gifting fits into the sales cycle.
I like that.
And there are certain things, little known, I always bring this up because I think it's very interesting, but for example, when you go to a restaurant and they give you a mint at the end of dinner, you always think, well, that's nice. We just ate, probably have garlic or onion on our breath. That's nice. Truth is that it's a proven fact that because you received those mints, you're more likely to give a bigger tip because you feel that you were given a gift, that they appreciated you. Mm-hmm. And that is kind of a small idea for a bigger picture. It's the same thing in business. And in business, there's certain things that you follow. When you get the meeting, you send them a little handwritten card. And we can write the card too. If you have terrible handwriting or you don't have time, we have a whole card service that we can take care of for you. And then when you have the meeting, then we have a little thank you gift that you send out. Thank you for meeting with us. And then when you close the deal, then we have another gift. And then there's things to think of throughout the year, little anniversary gifts. You're a real estate agent, so, the first year that they've been in the house, you send them a little gift. It doesn't have to be much. Maybe a little coffee basket or, something like that just says, it's been a year in your house. Those are the things that are going to get referrals, and they're going to get them to remember you. They're going to remember you, and they're going to feel appreciated, that you really appreciated their business. Why wouldn't you recommend that person to somebody else?
Makes sense.
Why wouldn't you? And even in corporate business, that's something that we can handle for you. We have a referral program where you can go ahead and you can say you want 10 little referral gifts each month delivered to your office, and I'll deliver them. They're different for each month, and you have them ready to go. So when somebody gives you a referral, here's a little gift. Thank you for the referral.
So business gifting is part of the sales cycle, realistically, or should be part of the sales cycle. It should be,
yes.
Something I think that many of us, miss.
Right.
That, again, we're back to showing gratitude.
Right.
Showing some appreciation just for their time. One of the seminal books on sales was written by Zig Ziglar.
Zig Ziglar,
okay,
yes,
and he talks in there about I'm sorry, not Zig Ziglar. Tom Hopkins.
Okay.
Wrote Master the Art of Sales, and he talks in there about sending a thank you note when somebody gives you an appointment.
Yes.
Not just for the sale, not just for the presentation. They've given you the appointment. You send them a thank you note.
It's so important.
Even if the answer was no, I don't want to do business
Absolutely.
with you.
Absolutely. Because you don't know who that person knows, and they didn't do business with you, but they're going to recommend you to somebody else.
Well, one of his points in that book is, if you show genuine gratitude,
right.
If you show genuine gratitude through cards and gifts, that they may do business with your competitor and not like your competitor.
That's true.
They'll come back to you.
Yes.
So it's always a good investment.
Yes.
Why is, we talk about this in the sales cycle, and you mentioned this earlier. Why is business gifting important?
It has to do with client retention. It has to do with employee satisfaction. It's not just with your clients, it's also with your employees. As I mentioned earlier, they work hard for you. And if you're a business owner or you're in a lead position of your company, you're relying on those people. And they're giving up their time with their family. They're working long hours. Usually, if they're good workers or dedicated employees, they are going over and above. And it's not always enough to just get that review once a year and, okay, you have a 2% increase. And that's almost to the point where it's expected now. You would hope that they would at least do that. It's those little things to recognize a job well done. It could be a little a little canister of cocktail mix that just says thank you on it. Thank you. And, it's a very minimal cost to tell someone you appreciate what they're doing for you, but the impact is huge. I wouldn't have left employers if I had been recognized in those
sense.
Small ways.
Makes
sense.
So. People are always, and I will use the example of my brokers, and I referred to this in the first section, showed up on Monday, and I like to stand when I'm making my phone calls, when I'm doing some of my stuff, because I'm antsy. I don't like the chair, and so I'm constantly putting folding chairs on my desk or boxes up on my desk to get the space. And I go in on Monday, and there's this gorgeous high-end lifting desk on my desk, and they could have given that to anybody. And I'm not the top salesperson, but they know I work really, really hard. They know I represent their business in the chamber, and while it's recognition for the hard work I'm doing. I tell people all the time, in real estate, you get recruited all the time, and I tell people all the time, you cannot give me what Darlene and Steve do. It doesn't. I'm not with Remax, although I like Remax. I'm not with Remax for Remax. I'm with Remax because Darlene and Steve are there.
And that's important.
And it is important. And they're doing that for everybody in my office.
And those are the things you think about when you're having a bad day and stuff doesn't go your way, and that you're not going to sit back and say, and you know what? They don't even care. They don't even care what I'm doing. You can say, you know what? But they do care. They care that I'm happy. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep working hard.
I tell you, it's perfect business sense, because I know that I don't always agree with Steve and Darlene, right? But when I disagree with them, it's easy for me because I know how much they love me. It's easy for me to say, they ponied up the startup money. It's their business. I might disagree, but they're not forcing me to do nothing. And if they want to run their business, but it's because I know how much they love me, because they do that. It's just a good. It does. You're right. It's got to lend towards.
It's all about
retention.
Gratitude.
Yeah,
it's all about gratitude, and we've gotten away from that as a society, and we're all busier. We all, are technically busier. We have so much going on in our lives. We're in our phones. We're in our computers. We're trying to get business. We're trying to survive. But you need to take a step back and look at some old-fashioned values.
Well, and something you don't see anymore is there was a day where large companies, 100 employees or more, a Thanksgiving turkey was every year. A Christmas bonus of some sort, a bottle of alcohol or something was every year. Hey, look, I want to make sure that we have enough time to talk about your business. You brought some wonderful gifts. Jay's going to bring over a camera so we can look at some of these. And I'm going to move my cup out of the way here so we don't ruin the shot. Tell us about this. This looks like a pizza. This is
both of these, and I apologize, I don't have these dressed up the way they should because I wanted you to be able to see a little bit more of the product. These go back to what I was telling you about the experience, which is so important. This is our pizza kit gift, which is great to give a family. Instead of having to buy a gift for mom, for dad, one for each of the kids, give them a pizza kit. It's one gift. It's an experience. They can make pizza together one night. It's got a pizza board. It's all about the experience, the cute little tag, Pizza on Earth, Goodwill Toward Men, something a little unique. As you said, we can customize ribbon to have the names, to have anything you want on it, any message.
Okay, so what's this one?
And this is something that maybe would be more acclimated towards a type of business gift that we do. And we try to make an experience. Instead of having to buy everyone in your office something, why not buy them one gift and have everyone share it? Take an afternoon, open everything up. We try to give you everything you would need to serve it. If there's cheese, we give you a cheese spreader, and we give you a bowl to put the nuts in and a cutting board to display things on, so you can open it up and enjoy it right then. And again, really quality products that we curate. We don't use cheap products. These rosemary truffle candy almonds, which I could eat my weight in them, is a home recipe from a daughter that used to make them with her mother growing up, and then she went into business making them. And Lark, oh my gosh, I could just go on and on. Southern Caramels is a business right here in Orlando.
Quality products. Let's take a look at this. These kind of buckets always make me think
Again, this isn't designed. I just put some products in here to kind of show you some of the unique things that we have. For the foodie, we have this truffle powder, which is amazing over popcorn or French fries.
Oh, yeah.
Something a little unique, and we can package that with these cute little olive oils. And we also have the balsamic vinegar, which I could drink too, and little bruschetta packets. The cranberries that are sweetened. We have Kentucky bourbon brittle, and we also have wine brittle and beer brittle, and then we have sausages, and this can all be private labeled as well, which means if you're a business, we can put your logo on it. If you're giving it to a business, you can put their logo on it, just as I did your ribbon. If you're giving it to a family, we can put the family's name on it and from your name. So private label items we have in cheeses, we have beer cheeses and wine cheeses and all kinds of things for charcuterie boards.
So let's shift to the. I love this little thing here.
That's
She brought this in. I thought it was just a little thing, but it opens up. It's actually a gift basket.
Yes. And I can put the bow on it for the holidays, the little wreath for home for the holidays, which it could say that on the ribbon if you wanted. If someone just purchased a home, it's a nice little gift for the holidays as well. Again, we're talking about thoughtfulness. It's their first Christmas in their new home.
Right.
How cute to get something like this. And again, then items that they could share amongst themselves. We can fill it with whatever, things that you would like, and also good for realtor gifts.
And finally, we can open. Is there anything in that
There's
one?
not anything in this. This is to show you an example of the type of boxing that we do, because this is very popular. And these boxes can be, we had one that was an invitation to an event. And when they opened it up, the invitation information was printed on the inside with a few little goodies that correlated to the event. But they can also, not just for business, these can be done for personal gift giving as well. And we can do anything. These come in all sizes, big, small, whatever. So it's just another way to personalize and do things to make them extra special.
Perfect. So let us know how do people have to sit down with you? Is everything done through the website and the Facebook page?
We do have on the website, we have many gifts that we have our warehouse, and that is where you would want to go. We have, again, even though we do drop shipping, these are designs that we've created ourselves. These are not mass-produced designs. These are ones that Debbie has put a lot of thought into. Her team puts these together. So there is drop shipping. If you would like wine or beer gifts, there's some really, really cute, neat ones on there. They can ship wine and beer.
So do you just do we just go through your website and we do gifts, they'll drop ship, or do you have a service if I just give you a list? You can do all of that for me.
And I can do all of that for you. So you have two options. You can go and shop online and do it that way, or you can contact me through email or telephone. Email is generally the best so I can get the most information. And we can talk. I'll either sit down with you and talk. We can talk over the phone. I'll get information from you. And yes, you could even give me a list of everyone you need to buy through for the year. And I will make a program and a website just for you, a webpage on my website.
So let me ask you this. At what level does somebody really need to call you and sit down and work out a program?
Mainly they call me.
Oh, we have your Facebook group up here right now, your Facebook
Yes, that's my Facebook page. They can contact me through that as well. And really the people that want to sit down and talk about it are generally business gifters that have a number of gifts that they want to do throughout the year. Or if you want something very custom, then we can sit down and talk about it. Or if you want me to do a lot of gifting for you.
So if somebody is doing, let's say, a special event, they got 200 people coming,
right,
that probably rates a meeting with you.
Absolutely.
If they've got 50 customers they want to receive gifts throughout the year,
right,
that's probably something that needs. But something where they're doing a couple of gifts a month, they could probably do that on their own.
Yeah,
website,
exactly.
right?
And what I do with my clients now is I have a few clients that they emailed me what they want and what their price point is. And then I will put a gift together, send them a picture, make sure they approve of it, that they like it. And then we can either deliver it or we can ship it nationwide, whatever works for them.
Do you think, and I know I told you not to talk about prices too much today, but just give an idea of people, an affordability idea. Do you do stuff as low as $5?
Yes, we have. I have, $5 is a little tough, but we can do it for sure. For example, I have a little very nice bath bomb, and I packaged it really cute. It says "You're the Bomb" on it. And that, I think, price point, I can't remember now, but it's under $10 for that.
So it's reasonable prices.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
You don't start at $69.95
Right.
is what I'm trying to get to.
I think the most shock comes from shipping costs, which we don't regulate.
Mm-hmm.
On our site right now, we do have some great free shipping options available.
Great.
Because that is such a, people get to that point and then they're like, oh my gosh, the shipping is so much. And unfortunately, we don't regulate that. It's just what it is. But there are several options on our on our website for free shipping.
Perfect.
And some discounted items as well to help out
Kim,
with the
thank you for
holidays.
joining us. This has been so informative.
Thank you.
I really hope that people have gotten some ideas. They should have been taking notes.
Yeah.
You can watch us in the YouTube replay if you want to. This really is this. Giving gifts can be such a stressful time for people.
It can be.
And I know that there was a time that my wife and I finally said, look, we're just not going to do it anymore.
Right.
We're going to focus on the kids. We told everybody, all the in-laws and everybody, we love you. We got children.
Yep.
I'm just not going to go through the stress. And here's the thing. I love you, so you don't have to give me nothing,
Right.
But it's tough to make that decision.
Yes.
So I really appreciate you coming in, giving us some hints and tips. And look, if you have a business, obviously your budget is being put together for 2020. Think about Kim and making gifting part of your client retention plan, your employee retention plan. That it's really worthwhile and will return to you exponentially what you spend. So thank you so much, Kim. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for having
you.
me.
Look, as you all know, I appreciate Kim, but if you know anybody that should be a guest here on Joe Knows South Lake, this goes for you, Kim. If you know anybody should be a guest,
Sure.
Give me a heads up. You can reach me through the information Jay put up. I will respond to emails, phone calls, texts, private message. If you know anybody that should be advertising, here's a hint. You should be advertising. Look, one of the best ways to brand your business is to come on Joe Knows South Lake and South Lake TV. Imagine that. What about a coordinated campaign? You advertise here, you get branded gifts to send out to your customers when they do business. It's a whole campaign. So reach out to me. You should be branding here on South Lake TV. And finally, I'd like to remind you that there is greatness inside you. And as Kim is doing, using her greatness to bring out the greatness in others, I dare you to use your greatness to bring out the greatness in somebody else. Don't forget to be thankful. Have a good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you on Monday, December 2nd. You have a good, safe weekend. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you Monday. And I love you. Bye-bye. My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe Knows South Lake. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors: